What's up, Chevra? Ami, what's good? Kol Tov?
Yep.
BH. How's your day going? It's good?
Yep.
Baruch Hashem. Baruch Hashem. We're gonna fire it up. Ami, we're in the Beyond the Checha Shabbos Kodesh version now.
Oh, I got that out.
Last week, I believe we went over one of the ideas of taking a shower of Shabbos Kodesh. So I feel like I don't know if we're deviating from Purim because everything is connected, everything is rooted. It's for our interpretation. But we're going to enter into the Beyond Berchecha Shabbos Kodesh. I hope everyone has it in front of them. We're on page 118. Kuf Yud Chet.
What's that in Hebrew?
Kuf Yud Chet. Kuf Yud Chet. We're on Perek Daled on the Erev Shabbos Kodesh. That's the chapter.
What's the chapter?
Hanisionot V'Sod HaSimcha Erev Shabbos Kodesh.
Oh,
You got it?
almost.
BH. BH.
Go ahead.
Echud Neranena.
Shabbos.
What?
You said stuff good. Good what?
Here, go to the chapter Erev Shabbos Kodesh. It's like towards the beginning of the book.
Okay.
And then you see Erev Shabbos Kodesh. It's Sadik Zayin.
Zion. Okay. So,
I may be like, by the way, I think I'm like giving you the wrong letters.
yep.
I think I'm just giving you the wrong letters.
Shabbos coach. Okay.
Okay, awesome. So now let's flip like 20 pages.
100 pages. 20 pages.
20 pages.
There, Shabbos.
100 pages. It's Perek Daled. It's Perek Daled.
Oh, Perek Daled. Okay.
Perek Daled.
Yep. Okay.
Okay, awesome.
Like,
Time, you have it in front of you?
No.
he's in the car.
Okay, awesome. So last week we spoke about the secret of taking a shower before Shabbos, and we said before Chaim that we're not necessarily deviating from Purim. This is also connected to Purim. Everything is connected to Purim. What? Yo, Thursday night Musser.
Should I delete it? It's too intense.
No, it's okay. It's okay. It's got to fire up the cover, you know.
Thursday night muster. Not Thursday night Sichas Chaverim.
That's Sichas. Chaim just cares about everyone.
I have Sichas Chaverim every day, so I don't know what you mean by Sichas Chaverim are only for Thursday night. I talked to my friend.
I didn't say it's for Thursday night. I didn't say it's for Thursday night only.
It can't happen all day, no?
Yeah.
Hey, Chavra, just before we start, you want to hear something very deep?
Please.
Okay, so I think I had an experience today at work where some people could look at and be like, yeah, like less of a shaliach. I feel like this is. Let me retract and then let's say it out. when people say like, "Oh, is he from? Is she from? How from am I?" And we put ourselves on a meter, we put ourselves on a scale, and we're comparing ourselves to other people. I think it's just, do I see myself as a shaliach of a Kadosh Baruch Hu? And do I see that person as a shaliach as a Kadosh Baruch Hu? Or do I believe in my shlichus of a Kadosh Baruch Hu? Or do I believe in the shlichus of that person's job on it, which Kadosh Baruch Hu? What's the kippah? Is it's going down?
It's cap. It's cap. Tודה רבה.
I don't think it's capped. I think it's like a really big thing.
It's just so vague. Like it could mean so many things.
Obviously, it can mean so many things. Obviously, but someone I don't know. I just feel uncomfortable saying the other stuff. You know, is he from? You know, it's like
well. Let me know what you think about this though. Like the most demanding thing that we have in Judaism today, I think, is probably keeping halacha.
right.
Yeah.
Right.
And so everything else is kind of just like not measurable, maybe less demanding of every part of our life as much as halacha is. So like when someone asks, is that person from? I usually take it to a place of like, how much does he push himself to give to God?
Right.
Some people like they'll say, yeah, they're super connected. Like the second there's ever a question of is it me or God, they just choose themselves. I do that a lot. So I'd say I'm like trying to be firm, but I'm not so firm.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But like
I know.
I don't know.
I feel
pull up Rashi's tweet.
You're pulling Rashi's tweet?
Yeah, he just spoke about this recently. Where is it?
Are you in Ariel or are you in?
Ariel.
Nice.
Jack, what are we doing?
We're fired up in Herzliya.
So you think?
Yeah, Herzliya. You know,
Interesting.
it'd be wild if like I didn't have off for perm. I mean, obviously I'm taking off like if comes down to it. But I'm saying like this is the whole country shut down? Like what's the
I don't know. But if you didn't have off, it could probably be really deep avoda, bro.
Okay. Let's fire it up. Kitzer, this person, yeah, anyways, that whole Torah was so this person who, however you want to phrase it, however you want to look at it, I was eating dinner, and it was a bunch of chavra sitting down, and this person and I, we've been working on our brachot in Saint Birkat Hamazon together, and the whole thing throughout the week, and I didn't say a bracha achrona out loud for her to say amen, because we learned about like the madriga of amen, and she reminded me, and I was just thinking to myself, it's like a crazy thing. It's like Nachman tells us like we don't know where we stand in this world when it comes to Yiddishkeit, when it comes into our relationship with Kadosh Baruch Hu. And I think like one way we could react from that is like, okay, because of that, I'm gonna learn from every single person. I'm gonna learn from every single person, mamish, and every single person that's in front of me, every single thing that's in front of me is just a merkava to Kadosh Baruch Hu, and it's there to get me closer to Kadosh Baruch Hu. So it's our job to really, really be in sync and to be in what's it called? Not in sync, like just tapped in.
Harmony.
Tapped into the moment. Because there's messages everywhere. There's messages flying everywhere. Hashem. So we could draw the light of Kadosh Baruch Hu in our avoda through everything and anything. Hanisyonos v'soda simcha be'erev Shabbos Kodesh. So last week we spoke about the showering. Now we're speaking about like the general nisyonot that we go through erev Shabbos Kodesh, right? The hecticness of like going out to the marketplace and seeing a bunch of people and being amongst the people and waiting on long lines and sweeping and washing the floors and nitty-gritty stuff, getting ready for Shabbos when we have all these plans to go on a hike or to eat a watermelon in the park or whatever you want to do with the day. We have all these plans, but then we end up just rushing, and we could plan ourselves, we could plan our days, and we feel like we're ready. Then I don't know how it happens, but before Shabbos, it's all of a sudden we're a rush. We're all of a sudden rushing. I don't know how it happens. I remember the last time I was like sitting on a couch before Shabbos. Me, I could sit on the couch the whole day, but before Shabbos, it's all about running. And I'm not dressed in time of this, showered. Anyways, where's this coming from? So, Matzroy me'od be'erev Shabbos. Shilifta ba'im al adam kol minei nisyonot. Ubiprat nisyonot b'midat ha'kas b'midat ha'asus. Right? These nisyonot could trigger these midot. These, I wouldn't say horrible, but just not fun midot. Bihine ze elul ligrom la'adam lachshov halo kol kaf hikananti v'sipiti l'Shabbos v'madua b'diuk achshav lifnei Shabbos kodesh ba'im elai ki'ilu nisyonot shemegalim she'ani nimsa b'madriga nemucha. It's a crazy thing. It's a crazy thing. I love it. We get so excited for Shabbos. Like we're doing like all this stuff, doing all the preparation, the Kavod Shabbos Kodesh, the mikvah, the this and that. And then Nisyono come, and they're trying to grab hold onto us. And they make us think like, oh, was my getting ready for Shabbos really that real? Was it enough? Am I enough? Did I do enough this week? Why am I not as excited as I should be for Shabbos? Why did I make enough food for Shabbos? Why didn't I sweep enough for Shabbos? Why didn't I do enough laundry for Shabbos? And why exactly now, before Shabbos? Isn't this supposed to be like a opportune time? Isn't this supposed to be like a calm time? Ushering in the Shabbos, being chill, going on Shabbos walks like Morsha back in the day. Is this supposed to be chill? Going to Teaneck Swim Club on a Friday afternoon, getting a nice ice cream, the whole bit. But why is it all of a sudden like such a rush? The Nisyonos are grabbing hold of us. Chaim knows what I'm saying with the Teaneck Swim Club. Ami, I don't know if you know.
I was thinking about playing ball on Grenville Ave and having the ice cream truck come, to be honest, but you do you.
By the way, that too, the chillness of it, the ice cream truck, everyone's calm with the ice cream truck. Everyone's calm. It's like the ice cream truck, they know the bit. Like they're singing in Shabbos before Shabbos. It's a crazy thing. They know it. Anyways, why is this happening? I guess like that was Aleph, but we'll go to bet. Because that was just a little bit of the bet. Oh, Tamar Rosenwald, Baruch Hashem. Baruch Hashem. Okay, so we're on bet. Tamar, amazing. Amazing, Baruch Hashem. Dafka lifnei ha'atzlacha miskabrim ha'nisonot. Right? We're getting ready for Shabbos. We have all the babkas in the oven. And then we realize that we don't have enough space in the oven. Then we start bugging out and we don't have enough ingredients. And oh my gosh, I forgot this ingredient for the babka. And we start freaking out. All the nisyonos Erev Shabbos, all the tests that are grabbing hold of us, what is going on? Aval ha'emet hi b'diuk lehefeth. In truth, it's all v'nafochu, like Purim. You see, everything is connected to Purim. Dafka biglal shehu kol כך karov li'izgalot ha'ichud v'atzlacha v'hu omer lekabel madriga chadasha azay lachin haklipo menasim li'inuk et ha'or v'mit'amsim me'od la'apil oto shelo yagia el Hashem yisbarach. The nisyonot, the other side. Gabe Mailer had a beautiful teaching in Herzliya last week, where if you look at an ant, or a fly, and you look at it closely, Gabe Mailer says, like, what does it do? It does this. It does this. Why? Because the flies are related to the Yetzer Hara. And the fly is like this. How can I trick this guy right in front of me? How can I trick this guy in front of me? That's what the flies are doing. That's what the flies are doing. So these flies are seeing, these people are getting ready for Shabbos. They're about to get on such a high madriga. They're about to get their neshama yisera. They're about to have this beautiful, beautiful attachment in dveikus with the Kadosh Baruch Hu. Let me grab hold on to this person. I know he's elevating, but let me grab hold on to his ankles. Let me wash myself a little bit with that holy mikvah water, with that holy shower, right? The whole thing. Let me get into the food a little bit. Let me taste a little bit. Tomei chaim zachu. The whole thing. You're trying to get ready for Shabbos, just like we are. But they're affecting us seemingly. But what's really going on is that they realize that we're about to get on such a high level, and they want to take that away from us. Kach shekashir miskabrin nisiyot ha'adam tzarich shelo rak shelo yishbar mizeh ela adraba yitchazek mizeh. We can't break from this, Chavra, from all these thoughts, from all these doubts, from all these tests that we're getting Erev Shabbos. And Erev Shabbos is a big term because Erev Shabbos can mean Friday, it can mean Thursday, it can mean Wednesday, because we say Hayom Yom Rishon B'Shabbat. Or we say Hayom Yom Sheni B'Shabbat. Everything is Erev Shabbos. This whole world is Erev Shabbos, says the Gemara. The Gemara tells us that this whole world is one big Erev Shabbos, and then the next world is Shabbos, right? It's a big teaching. So everything is Erev Shabbos. So throughout the week, right, we're getting rocked with these nisyonot. But what does Rav Itchamar tell us is that we shouldn't break from this. Rather, this is the greatest indicator that we have to understand that the klipo mitam sot kokaf leapioti siman. It's a sign shebe'emet ani omed lekabel or gadol. Right? We shouldn't break. Why? This should be the greatest strength of chizik in the world. Because when the flies are like, I'm going to go after Jackala. I'm going to go after Jackala, Erev Shabbos Kodesh. And then Jackala is like, I'm not going to break. Rather, I'm going to be mechazik myself. Why? Because I'm about to get on such a level, just like all the Yidden. And this fly wants to pull me down, wants to make me feel like I'm not suitable, wants to feel like I'm not enough. And we go and we're like, wow, I'm about to be on such a level. I am on such a level. And that allows us to go even stronger into the Shabbos, into our avoda of right now, whether we are sweeping the floors, whether we are baking, whether we are learning Torah, whether we are at a coffee date or eating melon in the water park. Wherever we are, we're going to go even weiter with it, even more weiter with it, more weiter. Right? We're not going to break. We're not going to be like, I'm going to take a 4-hour nap before Shabbos. I'm going to break. Gewalt. Zrat Hashem, we should be zochet to have, once we have that test, that should be the indicator that we're actually on such a high level, and that Hashem loves us, and that the Yetzer Hara, they really applaud us for being on such a high level. We're about to get to such a high level because they're dealing with us. Mamish. We should be zochet, Chavra. Questions, comments, please feel free. We could laugh too. Laughing is good too. I think we all need to smile after this week. No, it's a long week. Long week. We all just need a little bit of lightness. A little bit of lightness. A little bit of sun. A little bit of breathing. A little bit of Yankala. Or oh, Yankala. Do we know Yankala? The cafe? We know Yankala.
Of course, we know Yankala.
Okay, good. I'm just testing y'all. We have to know Yankala. We just need a little bit of Yankala,
I had a tour guide this week, Yankala.
Oh, you had a tour guide. The tour guide. Where was the tour guide? Or you were the tour guide, Yankala?
No, there was tour guide Yankala. We were near a lot in the mountains.
Wow. That's far. That's far from the Merkaz.
I was in a lot, and the next day I was in Tveria.
Yo. That's a lot of driving.
Yeah.
Wow, what a week, Chavra. We definitely definitely killed it with the mileage. Right, I feel like we're the truck drivers, driving like 2, 3 a.m. on the turnpike, and we're just ready for Shabbos. Oh, one thing. Last week I was sitting outside on Sokolov Street. It's a beautiful scene, sitting on the bench, literally 20 minutes before Shabbos. And I see this balabas, right? He's walking. He's the dog like 20 feet behind him. Okay. And this guy is just walking ahead of the dog. He's the roa, he's the shepherd.
We're trying to get away from Amalek.
What?
Trying to get away from Amalek.
Oh, oh, it's crazy. You have such good eyes. You have such good eyes. What a brilliant mind. What a brilliant mind. So my mind went like this. My mind, and that's beautiful. My mind went like, okay, the week, climbs back. The balabas was walking ahead of the dog. And the dog was like limping, mamish limping, like couldn't. And this is also a Amalek, Ami. This is also a Amalek. It's also Amalek, or it's Amalek, and it's also this dog who's Kilu us. But anyways, like we're limping, and the balabas is walking into his baldira. He's walking into his dira, and then he just started whistling. He started whistling when he was in the dira, and the dog was still outside, and the dog was limping and limping and limping and limping, and finally gets inside, and then he goes into the apartment. He's like, it's Shabbos. So same to us, mamash. Like once Shabbos ends, right? We're on a journey. We're mamash on a hike, and we get there Erev Shabbos, Erev Shabbos. We're mamash limping, and we're still following Kadosh Baruch Hu. We're still following the shepherd. We never deviate from the path when it comes to following the shepherd. And the holy sheep, they're slow, but once we get into Shabbos, once we get in and we're comfortable, we're at peace. It's the greatest feeling ever. I don't know. That's what I was picturing. Ami pictures Amalek. It's it's that's even more geschmack, honestly. But yeah. Anyways, I don't know why that connects to like the 18-wheelers on the turnpike, but don't think about it too much. Like Jake Goldberg once said, it's not that deep. It's not that deep. It's it, by the way, Trevor, that's a really good line. It's not that deep.
Yeah, we need that. We need that
Great
sometimes.
one.
Also, another good line is from the Holy Maxilla, he says that like, a lot of like the Torahs out there is like always look at pnimis, always look at like the inside, like what's going on, right? If someone's smiling, look what's going on beneath the smile, right? Like with anything in life. But then like there's this Torah like from Maxilla who's basically saying that surface level is good too. It's like surface level is good too. Like I'm happy. It
So
could
that
be
reminds you of Rav Cook.
it could be
Reminds you of Rav Cook Torah
yeah.
here.
Tell me.
I can't remember fully, but like seeing Hashem in the little things also. Something to do with like seeing Hashem in the little things also. Not just the deeper inner things, but on the surface also seeing Hashem.
It's also Rambam. I think Rambam.
Yep.
He says, how do you prove God? How do you mitchazek? Just examine the world with a microscope for a second. Like an orange,
Yep.
it's the craziest thing ever. It's a natural pull apart challah.
Yeah, it's
Thing
like
that pulls
Rav
apart
Yerucham.
Hmm?
Sorry, I'm still speaking and waiting.
No, you're good.
I don't want to cut you off.
You're good.
My story of Rav Yerucham above it says he asked for tell me to bring a Muslim sefer. They brought everything, and then he said take the orange off the shelf.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like more.
Tom, are you flexing the iPad?
I'm actually flexing my sweatshirt. See what's written here, or is it backwards?
I was gonna say I love the sweatshirt.
Grateful. Yeah.
Wait,
It's not a big deal.
I missed the orange story.
They asked him to take a mustard safer off the take a safer off the shelf, like mustard or something. Then they said he took the orange off the shelf. It's the chizuk from the orange.
Chizik from the orange. It's that simple. And also, yeah, the klipot, the holy klipot. But it's also not that deep. It doesn't even have to be the klipot. It could just be the orange. That's actually the most compelling story. Oh, wow, what a deep story. Hey, Chavra, it's good. That's I think that's the voda for this week, Chavra. The siyata d'shmaya is that like we go into Shabbos, we're happy, we're happy. It's not that deep. It's not that deep. We're doing well, we're doing well. We're doing well. So we should be zocha. We should be zocha. Guys, have a beautiful Shabbos. Parshas Truma. We should be zocha to give a portion of ourselves to Kadosh Baruch Hu. Just making room for Kadosh Baruch Hu everywhere we are. A little bit of portion. It's a little bit of a hole. Once we have a hole, we allow a hole, to open up. It's when everything seeps in, so just give a little bit of a portion. And Ami, you said like I remember bits and pieces of Rav Kook. And you don't remember the whole thing. So Rav Joey, I was listening to Shir today, and he says like when it comes to the measurements of the Mishkan, right, they're all like in halves. They're not in whole measurements. They're not like one, they're not two, they're not three. It's always like a half, 1.5, 2.5, 3.5. Why? Because mamish, the bits and pieces are the whole essentially. So even if you have a piece of Rav Kook's Torah, you have the whole Rav Kook Torah. You mamish have the whole Rav Kook Torah.
Leaker has a similar idea that has a half because you shouldn't feel like you're full, you're on perfection, you haven't reached that level yet.
It's big. It's mamish big. It's really big. Put on that. When you have bitachon, you could feel confident that Hashem will help you. And you could win. You could withstand.
View.
You can view it as enough. Tomorrow, do you have like super?
When you have bitachon, even when you have bitachon, you can feel confident that Hashem will help you, and you can view it as if though Hashem helped you, has told you everything will be good.
Amen. Amen. We shall have bitachon. Clever. Be well. Be well. Erev Shabbos Kodesh. Be well.
Shabbos.
Bye bye. Shabbos.